Friday the 13th, just saying the date sends shivers down spines. It's a day shrouded in superstition feared by many. But why? What is it about this combination of day and number that evokes such a visceral reaction? The fear of Friday the 13th, called paraskevadekatriaphobia, is more common than you might think. It's a fascinating example of how culture, history, and psychology intertwine to create a widely held belief. Let's delve into the origins of this infamous day, and explore the reasons behind its unlucky reputation. The number 13 has been associated with misfortune for centuries. This belief spans across various cultures and historical periods, making it one of the most enduring superstitions in human history. One theory traces this back to Norse mythology, where the roots of this superstition are deeply embedded. According to legend, 12 gods were having a grand banquet in Valhalla, the majestic hall of the slain. Loki, the god of mischief, arrived uninvited, making a total of 13 guests. His presence was not just unwelcome but also ominous. Chaos ensued, resulting in the tragic death of Balder, a beloved god, which left the other gods in mourning. This event cast a dark shadow over the number 13, linking it to treachery and misfortune, a belief that has persisted through the ages. In Christian tradition, the number 13 also carries negative connotations, further reinforcing its unlucky status. At the Last Supper, there were 13 people present, Jesus and his 12 disciples, a momentous event in Christian history. Judas, the disciple who betrayed Jesus, was the 13th guest, forever linking the number with betrayal and sorrow. This association further cemented the number's unlucky reputation in Western culture, a belief that continues to influence modern superstitions and practices. Friday, too, has a long history of being considered an unlucky day. This belief is deeply rooted in various cultural and religious traditions, making it a day often shrouded in superstition and caution. In Christianity, Friday marks the day of Jesus' crucifixion, making it a day of mourning and sorrow. This somber association has influenced the perception of Friday for centuries. This belief contributed to the negative perception of Friday in many cultures. People would often gather to discuss and reinforce these superstitions, passing them down through generations. Over time, Friday became associated with other unfortunate events, such as executions and shipwrecks. These tragic occurrences further cemented Friday's reputation as a day of misfortune. This solidified its status as a day to be approached with caution. Historical documents and personal anecdotes alike warned of the dangers of undertaking significant activities on a Friday. In some cultures, important events were avoided on Fridays. Businesses would close and streets would be deserted, reflecting the widespread apprehension. People refrained from starting new projects, getting married, or making significant decisions on this day, fearing that it would bring bad luck. Traveling was also avoided, with many canceling plans or postponing trips to avoid the perceived risks associated with Friday. This belief, passed down through generations, is still prevalent in some parts of the world today. Even in modern times, the superstition surrounding Friday continues to influence people's decisions and actions. While the origins of Friday the 13th's unlucky reputation can be traced back centuries, its hold on the modern imagination is partly due to popular culture. The horror genre, in particular, has played a significant role in perpetuating the superstition. From the chilling scenes of classic horror films to the spine-tingling moments in modern thrillers, these visual narratives have a profound impact on our psyche. The iconic Friday the 13th film franchise featuring the masked killer Jason Voorhees has terrified audiences for decades, solidifying the date as synonymous with horror and fear. These films, along with other horror movies released on Friday the 13th, have tapped into our primal fears and reinforced the idea that this day is cursed. The repetition of the date in popular culture, often accompanied by images of violence and terror, has cemented its place in our collective consciousness as a day of dread. Beyond the silver screen, Friday the 13th has inspired countless stories, books, and even video games, all contributing to its eerie reputation. This cultural phenomenon shows how deeply ingrained superstitions can become when they are continuously fed by media and storytelling. As we consume these stories, the line between fiction and reality blurs, making the fear associated with Friday the 13th feel all the more real. Thus, the date remains a powerful symbol in our culture, a testament to the enduring power of horror and the popular imagination.